Hi everybody. Today I was going to do a video on basically just kind of building your own target rifle. Now, it's going to be a multi-part series basically following the build of one particular rifle that honestly I've got a lot of experience with and know at least where I'm going to get most of the parts for it and everything like that. So, without further ado, this is what I just picked up. This is a Savage 116, or no, 116 is stainless steel. This is a Savage 110 long action, bolt action rifle. I picked it up at Cabela's in their gun library. Got a pretty good deal on it. It's sub $300. And it's just a basic bare bones. I believe the model is actually a 110E. I'm assuming E stands for economy, because there are not a lot of frills or any good aspects of this rifle. It's very lightweight. It's a pretty large caliber. It's a 7mm Remington Magnum. And my experience with those is pretty broad. I've had a few. I had a Remington 770, which is, you know what, I mean, contrary to what a lot of people say, it wasn't a bad rifle. I wouldn't call it a precision rifle, but it was definitely a pretty decent hunting rifle. As this one might also be, but we're not going to find out. I'm not going to lie, I don't really intend to test this thing out too much in its current form. I might take it out and give it a shot or two the way it sits, but honestly, that's not what I got it for. The reason I got it is pretty much just for the action. Right here, this section of gun right here. I might not even be using the bolt with it, you know, if I'm honest. It depends. I mean, this one's not bad. There's not a lot of slop to it. There's not a lot of grinding, or it's fairly smooth. You know, it could be improved a little bit, but it's not bad. Overall, this isn't what I would call a bad rifle. Now, it was set up badly when I picked it up, which is not the same as being a bad rifle. What I mean by set up badly is it came with these. You want to see me get ticked off, put these on a gun. This is a see-through scope ring. Basically what it is it's just a ring that allows you to peek through and use the iron sights on your rifle. Now, I'm not super picky about what people do to their guns. I'm not one to gripe somebody out at the range or belittle somebody's life pursuits into what they think makes them happy. But I swear to God, nothing irritates me more than watching people put peek-through scope mounts on a rifle. Go scoped or go iron sights. Those are the choices, okay? I have yet to run into a situation where I needed the iron sights and the scope. You just shouldn't be doing that. You know, I mean, if you're hunting, that's the closest I can get to a scenario where it might come up. But honestly, even then, you know, if you know where you're hunting at, which most of the time I do, if you know where you're hunting at, you have enough opportunity to set up and be ready to shoot in a specific distance range. For even if you're using a scope, you can make adjustments and then take the shot. Okay, you should never be in a situation where it's like, oh, I gotta transition from my scope to my iron sights, because it just irritates me. Sorry, that was a bit of a tangent. Anyway, yeah, it had the, and you know what? They're not even, like, sturdy. Like, I'm not saying I can crush this with my hand, but I can bend it. And, I mean, if you bump this rifle against something, now your scope's off. It just makes no sense. Anyway, as I said, this is going to be getting a lot of work done to it. Like I said, I got a pretty good deal on it at Cabela's. Uh, it's in its current form. I would say it's not too great. The barrel and the stock actually touch, and they're pretty tightly cinched together down here, which is not good. You do not want your barrel touching your stock, mainly because, especially with a wood stock, because even humidity can change your point of aim. But in this case, that doesn't matter as much because there is actually quite a bit of play. Like, you can't really see it, but I can feel it. Maybe due to a loose screw or something, but this action is, you might be able, yeah, this action and barrel are moving inside of this stock. So they're not firmly bedded. You want a good tight bond between your action and your stock. So that's something we'll be changing. And on top of that, this might not even remain a 7mm Remington Magnum. The reason I went for this caliber in particular is because the cartridge allows for a lot of options if I decide to change what caliber I'm shooting. I can keep it a 7mm Rim Mag, I can use 300 Winchester Magnum, I can even go up to like a 338 Remington Ultra Magnum. I'll get into that later. But as I said, I just wanted to do a little introduction to what's going to be going on with this thing, and I'm going to get into each aspect of it as we go along, and I'm going to keep you updated. Like I said, I might do a couple shots with it just to give you a comparison of where we started at versus where we end up. But honestly, it's barely going to be even remotely close to the same rifle by the time we're done. So I really don't think it's too much of a fair comparison. Also, given that the rifle is currently moving inside the stock at the moment. So I don't know. We'll see. Like I said, you never know. I might take it out to the range sometime. If I get a free moment and feel like buying some ammo, I might head out to the rifle range. And if I do, I'm going with the iron sights out to the rifle range. Because that seems fair. It didn't come with a scope. Let's just see what kind of 100-yard accuracy we can get with just some plain old-fashioned iron sights. And then we'll build from there. So if you're interested, follow along. Two promises I do have. One, I'm going to be taking my time with this. I'm going to go nice and slow and keep you updated on every step. And two, I'm not a machinist. I don't own a machine shop. Everything I'm going to be doing is stuff that I will be doing at home on my bench. I'll be ordering parts from sources. Some of them might be custom, but they're not going to be custom from a machine shop. This is all stuff you can just order online and get it shipped to your house and make your rifle better. Okay? It's not necessarily going to be the cheapest stuff. It's not going to be the most expensive stuff. But it'll all be good and usable. And it's all stuff where either, one, I've dealt with it before, or I've done a lot of research to it. So I'll include a lot of my sources for parts and everything and links and stuff. And yeah. So if you're interested in building a precision rifle in your own home, or in my case in the sub-basement of a parking garage, follow along. At the very least, you'll get to see something cool by the end of it all. So anyway, thanks for paying attention, or at least, you know, turning the video on and leaving the room long enough for me to finish this. And yeah. I hope, because honestly, I think it'd just be a huge waste of time if this thing shot for crap by the time I was